Oh. Alright, so if you don't know about this place, this is the Morongo Casino. It's a 18 plus casino where you can play poker or slots or blackjack, whatever you want to do. Typically, I'll always stop on the way, throw down 100 on the poker table. So far, I think I'm like minus 100, but I've been 4 or 5 times, so it's worth it for me. We'll see. Maybe I'll break even. I'll update you at the end. Alright, so the poker room was like absolutely packed for some reason. I think maybe like Memorial Weekend. I don't know, but it would have been like a 30-minute wait, so wasn't really trying to do that. I played some slots, ended up putting like 15 into one machine, just dumped it. Went over to a Huff and Puff, put another 20 in, dumped it. Put another 10 in, dumped it. Last 5, I said, this is it after this. If I lose it, I'm done. I fucking got the fucking bonus spins. Here we go. 50. Oh, that's just the dollars. Shit. 50 something dollars. Booyah. I think I got my money back. At least, maybe if I spend a couple bucks, I'm okay with that. Because, like, now I gotta find my car, but I'm okay with that. Like, I got a lot of adrenaline, so it's fun, you know? There's my car. Wow, how perfect. Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention, my car didn't get robbed. Look at this. I put a little note saying, basically, don't break my window. All my valuables are on me. And then I also left them a $5 bill with my window half cracked so that they can just unlock it. They can literally just unlock my car and get in. Was that a smart move? I mean, it worked. So my car didn't get smashed. But also I have like clothes and snacks, I guess, if they want it. Whatever. Alright, y'all. I'm about, a little under an hour from my sister's place, but I'm not gonna do any vlog at my sister's place or anywhere near it, of course, for logical reasons. So, but yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning, and yeah. Yo, good morning. Got all wrapped up at my sister's place, all freshened up, showered. We played some Phase 10. Got absolutely obliterated. Pretty stellar. About a 4.5 hour drive from Yosemite. And yeah, I'll keep y'all updated. Oh, also, I just want to say, California is looking beautiful right now. Like, let me show you this. It's just so green and like lush. I don't know if they've been getting a lot of rain, but it's even like nice and foggy out. Beautiful weather. Man, I used to not like Cali because I used to call it a golden-plated turd, you know? But I think underneath all the shit, maybe there is a bit of beauty, huh? Can't freaking believe it, but I was able to find a bike on Marketplace on the way and actually fit it in this car. Somehow. Barely fit. Oh god. Car, shut the fuck up. Oh yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, dude, fucking whole bike in here. Big ass tires. I rode it. Oh shit, gotta get the seatbelt on. Seatbelt check. Dude, I rode it. Feels pretty good. Only $200. The people were like just the nicest people on earth. I mean, I was like struggling to get the wheel off because I didn't bring any tools, of course. So she was like going in and out of her house trying to find the tools to get the wheel off, and then she even gave me these freaking Izzy's ice cold. Said it's hot out. Bro, these people are the best. These people give me hope, for real. All right, I'll catch y'all in Yosemite. What a great start. Awesome. Oh my god. I don't know if the camera even does this like any justice. Because I've seen videos of Yosemite. And it's just, don't clip me on this, but massive. To think people have free soloed that. No ropes. Fucking insanity. Wild. Well, I'm gonna find a place to park real quick. I think in Curry Village, and then we're gonna put together this bike again. Get to riding. Holy shit! There's a fucking little stream or whatever. That's not a stream. That's a big ass stream. Fucking river. Holy shit! Dang, bro. So excited. All right, I'll catch you when I park. Peace.
Things change, but you've been amazing, saw me through my darkest stage.
God motherfucking damn. That's a big ass waterfall, motherfucker. Holy shit. God damn, bro. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Oh my god. That is epic. There's little waterfalls down there. Holy dude, like, you think this shit only exists in the movies. Honestly, bro, I've been driving so long at this point just to get here. I don't even think I'm up for it. I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm just gonna go to the Airbnb and relax. We're here. We're actually at Yosemite, baby. And look at this. Bike's built. We're ready to get on the road. One problem I didn't anticipate on this trip was my minuscule freaking bladder, bro. Like, I'm having to stop every 45 minutes to an hour to find a fucking bathroom. Shit's so annoying, wasting like hours of my day. Fucking peeing. It's so dumb. I think there's a bike trail around here, so I'm gonna get my headphones on, cruise around to some music, look at all the sights, and I'll take some video for you guys. Look at frickin' this shit, bro. No handies on the frickin' bike in the middle of the most beautiful part of America. Jeez. Whew. Well, I got about halfway up the hill, and then it said, gotta stop, lock it up. I guess they don't want people bombing down this hill with a bunch of pedestrians walking. That might not be too good, but this water flow is intense. I think I came at the perfect time. End of May, just all the snowfall starting to melt. Absolutely gorgeous. What's up, little bird friend? I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like, has like a pearlescent of blue. Like a hint of blue on it. It's so interesting. Only when it hits the light though. Whoa. There it goes. Crazy, I want to hike that tomorrow. But no luck on the permit. Maybe on Wednesday though. This road keeps going. But there's something so peaceful about a cold breeze in a forest like this. Just views like this left and right. So grateful to be getting to experience stuff like this. Well, I don't really know if I made it to Mirror Lake, but I think this is where I'm gonna call it quits. This little area right here. And turn around just because I want to conserve time and want to make sure I get through the entire valley loop on that bike. Also, shout out to this big ass rock. It's just like the most beautiful location in the world. But yeah, it's big as fuck. Vlogging is such a weird thing, if you think about it. Because, like, I'm just out here, right? And without this camera, I would still just be out here. But now, it's like I'm talking to a friend intermediately, only when it's entertaining to them. It's kind of an interesting experience. Man. Alright, next point of interest. This goddamn beautiful waterfall again. Yosemite Falls, I think. We're pulling up on it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made it to the most majestical place on planet Earth. I can literally feel the mist on my face from here. It's kind of a surreal experience, honestly. It's so powerful and just awe-inspiring in person. Absolutely have to get a video with the fucking my guy in the background. Star of the show. Jeez, man. Wish I could, like... Nah, that would hurt. Never mind. found this perfect spot. Just put my bike over there. Now I'm gonna climb on this bad boy, sit right there. Could you ask for a better place to watch the sunset? You kidding me right now? It's gotta be one of the best views of the falls in the whole park. Day one, it's just gotta be Falls Day. It's gotta be called like, what's this fall called? Yosemite Falls? Oh, shut up, car, you dumb. Anyway, like I was saying, Yosemite Falls, I think day one goes to Yosemite Falls, man. I mean, I can't wait to see what it looks like in an hour, but this just seems like the main attraction of today. Hopefully Wednesday we're looking at a Half Dome hike. I'm kind of scared to check my phone. Don't really want to see the email and if it was successful or not. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. That's what I always say. So even the bad stuff, you know, like if it's meant to be, it'll be. Also, holy shit, look at these motherfucking pieces of garbage. Well, I just looked and did not get the pass, unfortunately. So, looks like no Half Dome this time. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe I'll find another good hike to do instead of Half Dome. Maybe there's some other hike that's a bit crazier that I should be doing instead of wasting my time on this overhyped Half Dome nonsense. Whoa, that was the biggest bug I've ever seen in my life. Holy fuck. View's getting a little better. Let's see if I can show y'all. It's yeah, starting to glow a little. But probably another 45 minutes. And yeah, I think it'll be glowing. Alright. Well, it's getting pretty dark out. I'm gonna probably head out because I'm also getting absolutely swarmed by these mosquitoes. Like, bro, they love me. They for real love me. I'm glad though. At least I'm loved. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna head back to Curry. Find somewhere to grab some grub. And then we'll see, check out this Airbnb. See how tight it is. One last goodbye to the waterfall for today. Just made it back to the car. Gotta fit this bike back in here now. I just realized that. I'm gonna do that, get my shit all packed up, and then figure out where we're gonna get grub. I'm thinking there's this pizza place in the town where I'm staying, so probably that, likely, but we'll see. Catch you on the flip. Sorry, I had to do that. It's like the honorary. You get your hotel or Airbnb and you gotta fucking, you gotta send it. But let's do a little room tour real quick. It's Airbnb. I only spent $425, I think, on this place. Freaking, what are we talking about? For 3 nights. Not bad, not bad. Only like an hour away. Oh, I guess that's locked. Fuck. Anyway, I'm fucking beat. I'm tired. I think we biked like 12 miles today, so I guess not that much, but I'm just tired. It's been a long day of driving and stuff too, so. And they've got pictures of Half Dome just everywhere in this place. Look at this. Freaking three pictures of that John right here. And then they got one more in the hallway. So every time I exit, I can just remember that I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna research tonight and figure out what to plan for tomorrow, because I actually have no clue. I definitely am not waking up early tomorrow because, like I said, I'm tired, and I think the universe has just been telling me rest. Like you didn't get that half dome permit. You I don't know, just life in general. I think this whole trip I worked so hard for like a whole month to even be able to afford it. So I feel like I need to rest and enjoy it, not just like go, go, go. Anyway, I'm dead tired. I'm going to bed, so see y'all in the morning. Peace. Oh my god, I did the hand thing? Ew. Oh my god, good night, dude. What the fuck? I'm too tired. Oh my goodness. Good morning. I way overslept. This bed was way too freaking comfy. But yeah, so I think revised plan for today is go to the other parts of Yosemite, like Glacier Point and the northern areas that aren't in the valley. Um, and then I think the goal is to get the ultimate freaking sunset time lapse today. Yesterday, I felt like that time lapse was a little but anyway. So yeah, I'll meet y'all at the park, and probably be like a couple hour drive. But anyway, see y'all there. We've arrived at the trailhead. I think it's called McGurk Meadow. About 4 or 5 mile hike, I think. Because I'm also gonna hit this other spot along the way. Pretty excited. It should have some cool views of the valley. So. We're on the trail. Pretty beautiful scenery. Nice little trail, pretty flat. Not what I'm used to. I'm used to like class 3 scrambling, but I saw some snow back there, so that's pretty cool. But I just hope that there's some water sources somewhere along this hike, because I did not bring any water, only a life straw. So, kind of betting on that. What's really beautiful is all the moss on the trees. I just, like, for some reason, I have a fascination with moss. I guess maybe in Arizona because you don't see it much, and it's kind of a sign of really moist weather and getting a lot of rain. And in Arizona, that's, hey, talking to water sources, if I get desperate, I know I can drink out of a puddle. But yeah. Yeah, that might not taste so good though, to be honest. Mud, 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 mud. Yeah, like, look at that. Look at the moss on that tree. Absolutely beautiful, you know? You just don't see that anywhere in Arizona. Even in like Flag, or even like the most moist areas. There's no way. Not that much, at least. I mean, maybe a little moss on the trees. Like, even this freaking twig, just plastered in moss, like it's been sitting there for ages. Oh shit, I got a roadblock. Oh, I'll catch y'all when there's a bit of a scenery change, or I find some water. Made it probably another half mile or so, and stumbled upon this freaking dope ass cabin. I could live here, bro. Give me like a couple sleeping pads, food for a month. I'll lay it out on that bed right there. Holy shit. I could fix up the place too, you know. I mean, obviously, it needs some R&D. I would make it work though, you know. Yeah, little roofing job. All right, I'll be back for sure. Dude, really? This is the... There's so many fallen trees in this trail. Low-key making me think it's the wrong way, but like, I've seen other hikers. Like, bro, this is kind of fucking crazy. What do you think? Whew. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just gonna keep going. I still feel like I'm at a point where I could turn around with no water. Probably like a mile in. Damn, baby girl. You double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Looking like a whole snack. I know I'm out of water and everything, but honestly, there's so much snow everywhere. I feel like I can just fill my camelback with snow, wait for it to melt, and then life straw it. So let's just keep going. I think I'll be fine. Look at that. I don't know if y'all could see that, but it's spring, I guess. I feel like I don't want to drink that water for some reason, but good to know it's there. Oh my goodness. Do you guys hear that? That, my friends, is a stream with flowing water. I got some water, underestimated how much freaking lip suction power that life straw thing needed. My lips are straight turning purple, but another question. Which way is the right way? Because there's a direction that way that goes along that direction, and then there's another way this way. Tricky. This one looks a lot less traveled, so I think it's gonna be this turn off here. I hear more water, so, and it sounds stronger than the last little stream, so let's see here. Whoo! Pretty. Oh, I'm gonna have to cross that, aren't I? That's okay. That little cascade. Alright, now we gotta try to cross this stream somehow. Looks like people have kind of set up some logs. Yeah. Pretty sturdy. Not so sturdy. Whew. Got it though. Alright, I think we're about 3/4 of the way. So yeah, catch y'all at Dewey Point. I think we're approaching Dewey Point right now. That last quarter was definitely the hardest. Just all uphill, never ending, but you know what they say, what goes up must come down, so going back should be a little easier. Heck yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my. Well, that was pretty cool. There's this other spot right up here that I want to check out as well. I just saw it right across the way. It's like right up this hill. I'm gonna go check that out. That little ledge was where I was sitting earlier. Yeah, this is just about the ultimate view spot right here. I think I'm gonna sit on this ledge. Just look at the view, man. Giant wall, waterfall to look at right there. And then there's that other viewpoint, Dewey. But yeah, like, this is just a seat made for me. Unless I fall, knock on wood. Plenty of trees around. Wild. This is just about the coolest view I've ever been able to witness. We need these beautiful sights to remind us that it's just so much bigger than us, you know? We all live in our own private world, basically. Completely separate from anybody else. Never, ever truly able to experience what somebody else is experiencing. But this right here, if you and your friend are standing next to each other experiencing this view, this moment, I mean, it's hard to not have the same feeling. It's hard to not feel connected when you're staring at this all-powerful, awe-inspiring landscape. I got a couple ant buddies. Please don't bite me. God, I could just jump right now. I could literally just jump. Like, actually, look at this. I could just fall to my death and die. If I, like, that's what free will is. But that really begs the question, is there free will? You know? Because would I ever actually choose to jump? Is that even really an option? No. don't even think my brain would let me. Even if I was like heck bent on it. It would be, I would have to trick myself somehow, you know? And so then, is that really the choice I'm making, or am I just convincing myself into some other choice that just has an ultimate consequence? Interesting. Nah, I could definitely just jump right now. Well, that was fun. Great views. Time to make it back on the trail and take the long trek home. And then, monster sunset time lapse. That's the goal. Alright. Catch y'all back at the car. Unless I see something interesting on the way back, but it's the same trail, so. Wow, I stumbled upon a bear. I don't know if you could see him over there. Oh, I'm glad he's not interested in me. I think this is the closest I've ever been to a bear, though. Jeez. Well, okay. Guess that was something interesting. Anyway, back to it. I see my car. Let's freaking go, baby. Right over there. That was a good hike. That was, I think about 8 miles round trip. Maybe a little more. Especially going back and grabbing the camera. So now I'm gonna get some real water instead of having to fucking siphon through that life straw. Dude, getting sips at a time. So annoying. Yeah, so I get some real water and then head up to Sentinel Dome for this sunset. See you later, Mr. Sun. See you later. Alright, we made it to Glacier Point. Absolutely stunning view of Half Dome. Wish it was a view from the top. Time to finally get this sunset shot of the dome, but gotta find a good spot. Pretty packed, so we'll see. Alright, progress update. We're back at the Airbnb. I'm sore as fuck, but we'll see how I feel in the morning. Anyway, catch y'all in the morning. Good morning, y'all. A little bit of a late start to today. Decided to play it safe and we're gonna go for this other hike. It's about 3 miles round trip, called Taft Point. And it should have some pretty cool lookout spots as well, so I'm still excited for it. And we should be getting there right around golden hour when the sun is just beaming on the valley perfectly. So, but anyways, got a bit of a long drive till we're there. So, yeah, catch y'all in a bit. All right, we're at the trailhead. As you can see, it's pretty short, only about a mile, so shouldn't be bad. But my legs are definitely tired today. Making me question if I could have even done Half Dome if I did get the permit. But anyway, I think I would have persevered through it. Maybe my legs would have given out on me, but I would have kept going. Before I got to the park today, I stopped at this place I've been eyeing close to my Airbnb called Smokehouse 41. But every day on my way home, it's already closed because it closed at like 6 p.m. So I went early today, picked up some food, left it back in my Airbnb for dinner tonight. So pretty excited for that. Also, pretty cool rock formation right here. All like white granite. Coming up on a stream now. This tree's been like completely carved out. Wonder if you could see up there. Not really. Oh, nice little ankle roller there. Gotta be careful without the hiking boots. Oof, especially with the weak legs, but look at this stream. Super beautiful. Jeez, that hurt like a... Oh yeah, that ankle's gonna hurt in the morning for sure. But good thing this is the last hike of this trip, so we got some more exciting stops on the way back, but not too much hiking, so I'll be fine. Also, take a look at this dope-ass wooded walkway. It's like so majestic. Making me wish I wore my hiking boots with all this mud. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. My brother does have to pee, so kind of on the lookout for that, but it's also a popular trail, so don't know. And now we're back on our merry way. I assume we're probably halfway now. Not really sure. I guess we'll get a chance to check with this sign right here. Exactly halfway. Taft Point, 0.6 miles. And I think I already said this, but I love the moss on all these trees. It's just so beautiful. Gives it like a fairy tale-esque vibe, you know? I like the sounds. I wonder if y'all could hear that. I'll get it close. The one thing is, though, with water comes mosquitoes. And those motherfuckers, they love me, bro. They love me. Little fuckers, man. Dang. We hit this point, it's just muddy as hell. Let's see. Maybe this way. Okay. Yeah. Log route. Log route speed run 90%. World record. Literally skipped that. All that. Get fucked. Oh my god. Damn it. Hear how wet that shit is? Ew, fuck. Big ass rock. Yeah, the valley's opening up a little bit down there. I think we're getting pretty close. Also, look at that weird ass tree. Did it like fall under its own weight? That's so weird. I think that point over there is where we're going for. Dude, I'm pretty sure a mosquito got literally the top of my head, like, right there. Jeez. This is epic. Crazy. Crazy heights. Still about a foot and a half away. Because that is probably about 1,000 or more foot drop. But like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna not look over the edge just because I could die. Because like, if I didn't do things just because I could die, I wouldn't do so many things. I wouldn't drive. I wouldn't swim. There's like literally anything can basically kill us. So, honestly, worth the risk. Another cool point here. Absolutely insane. Insane views. Trail's right here, and you kind of pass this little crevice. I shouldn't really say little, because if you fell down that would suck. Oh, whoa. I didn't think we'd be able to see the falls from here. Wow. That point over there looks pretty epic. I think it's definitely the sunset spot. I wish I could give perspective on just how surreal this drop off looks like. There's literally the edge there. And it just drops straight off for thousands of feet. Imagine falling off that. That would be the way. Wow. Holy crap. Man, what a view. I think I'm gonna try to make it over to that point over there. Another big ass rock. Another big ass rock. Wow. Yeah, this is the point right here that we were just looking at from over there with the guardrail. Enjoy the sunset. Thanks, man. Alright, that is a wrap. I don't want to walk home in the dark like some of these people. I didn't bring a light, so. But, yeah. My time lapse did get cut off a couple times. One time, that first cut was from a wedding. This beautiful couple was here taking shots in that iconic ledge, so I couldn't say no. I had to move my camera, of course. But yeah, I still feel happy with it. I feel like I got good shots of the valley, and that sunset was definitely the most beautiful we've seen so far. Got about a mile trek back. I think it's mostly uphill, so I'll meet y'all back at the car. Kind of a race against time here. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark, and my phone battery is at 5%, so gotta hurry. But I think we're almost halfway. Should be good. I don't even think you guys can see how dark this is, but pretty dark. Apparently just walked through water. Could only tell because I could hear it. You forgot that there's a bunch of mud. Whatever. So I got back to the parking lot, right? And I'm looking for my car in these parking spots because I know I parked like on the left side of this porta potty here, and by these bear boxes, and then there was like an entrance to the trail, so it all looked pretty familiar. And I'm looking for my car, nowhere to be found. Bro, I thought that shit got stolen. Thank God I checked my maps. It's right up the street. Fingers crossed. Alright, we made it to the other parking lot. I think my car's right around the corner here. There's my baby. Right where I knew I parked her. Well, I guess wrong side of the Porta Johns, but I swear I looked identical. I feel pretty good about that hike. I feel like it was a good distance for today. Probably a little better than that Fern Trail option. I think that would have been an absolute killer today. So I'm happy with this one. I got the sunset view I wanted, and solid hike, solid day. Now it's time to go back and absolutely get down on some good ass barbecue food. Hell yeah. Back at the Airbnb now. Got this scrumdiddlyumptious food waiting for me here. Freaking short ribs, freaking mac and cheese, 3-meat plate, loaf, beans. Pretty freaking stellar meal. Doesn't maybe look so good on camera right now because it's been sitting in the fridge for like 3 hours, but let me heat it up in the microwave. Shit. Beans. Gotta wake up pretty early tomorrow morning because I have about 13 hours of driving and stops tomorrow. I planned out the trip so that there's a few cool spots to stop along the way, so hopefully there's enough time for that. But yeah, I'm gonna absolutely devour this fucking food and get some sleep. See y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Alrighty, first point of interest, Mono Lake. It's kind of cool because it has like these 2 islands in the middle, and it's right in this valley here, which is just right outside of Yosemite Park. It's an interesting contrast from the high Sierra landscape of the Yosemite Valley. This reminds me of somewhere out of Page, Arizona. Also, some beautiful snow-covered mountains behind me. Kind of blocked by this truck, but there's a good picture. Yeah, snap that one for your wallpaper. Pretty fire. But gotta play my route and get on the way. Still got a long ways to go. Next point of interest, this place is called Alabama Hills, and it looks like this. Just a lot of rocks. Piles and piles of rocks. But I stopped at this rock because it looks awfully climbable. So that's what I'm gonna do. I just found this trail about like half a mile down the road. So maybe there's something cool down this way. That's a weird shaped rock. Honestly, just more big rocks. See a lot of this in Arizona. I kind of want to see what's off this way. I think we're allowed to go off trail. I see other footprints, so. I don't really know what I expected. But, yeah, it's just more rocks. I'll give it to them. They have some cool rocks, but I've seen a lot of rocks in my days. Well, bye-bye rocks. Ooh, hiker. That would be pretty fun. Was that pit stop worth it? Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm ever going to be in this area again to stop and see these rocks. So, yeah, probably. Now, we're on our way to Death Valley National Park, closer to Las Vegas area. And it should be pretty fucking hot. So excited for that. I don't know why I did that. Also, weird face on this rock. Alright, catch y'all in hell. I'm at the Death Valley now. Had to take this long ass dirt road. And the whip kind of wasn't very fond of that. But scenery's worth it. I think this overlook is going to be pretty cool. Pretty sure it looks over these giant salt flats right here. You can see the RV down there. Jeez. I got a lot of road to go. Maybe this detour wasn't a good idea. Those flats are pretty cool. I think part of the problem is after going to a place like Yosemite, where you look left and right and there's just waterfalls everywhere, going to a place like Death Valley, it's kind of underwhelming, you know? We'll see, maybe there's some cooler spots up the road, but Yosemite is like a whole nother planet. It's not even like real life. I feel like now this is like real life again. But it's great to know that there's places like that that I can always go to and get that feeling and have that experience. I think if I lived there, I would just take it for granted, so probably would just ruin it. And imagine if you live in the most beautiful place in the world and that's your normal. You can't go anywhere to get those cool experiences, or maybe it just works the other way around. Like your cool experiences are our normal experiences, but yeah, I don't really know. On our way to Vegas, then Flagstaff, my hometown, baby. Not really. I'm not even from there, but I really love it. It's like my favorite place in the world. As you can see, I'm at the valley floor now, so that means we went from 9,000 feet above sea level at Yosemite to now just about zero. And now to the left of me there are sand dunes. Should we pull in? We can pull in real quick. Pretty cool. I don't know where else you'd normally see dunes like this. I guess besides Death Valley. There they go on for miles. Honestly, I would go get some better shots, but it is hot as fuck. It's called Death Valley for a reason, for sure. If I were to genuinely try to go out there and get a cool shot on the dunes or something, I might die of heat stroke. Plus, I can't afford too much time off the road. I gotta keep it going. So, let's do it. Flagstaff was pretty fun, and that was supposed to be the end of my trip, but I decided to extend it one more day. We're now in this small little town called Cochina. It's like in the northeastern part of Arizona. But yeah, it was like only like $70 to stay here, and it's this cute little place. The reason I picked this area is because it's supposed to be one of the best spots for stars. So I'm going to have a little campfire tonight, roast some weenies, and try to get a nice time-lapse of the stars, and just see what we can see out there. And then tomorrow we're on our way home, but I might see if there's some cool stops along the way. This place is just absolutely adorable, and the sunset view is pretty immaculate as well. Wow. This whole place is pretty beautiful. Cute little villa house. Beautiful sunset view. There was hummingbirds earlier at these bird feeders. They're the cutest things. Tinier than the ones in the valley for sure. Got this super cute little fire pit here. This is where I think I'll roast my weenies. The sky's just a beautiful pink, purple, yellow. I don't care, man. Yeah, pretty cute little spot. I'm happy I decided to extend my trip. Pretty worth it. Come here. Hi. Hi. Oh. On the hunt. You're on the hunt. Here. I'll give you something to find. I'll give you something to find. You just wait. I have Cheez-It. Kitty. You like? No? How cats be so picky, bro? That's why low-key don't fuck with cats. I fuck with you. But damn, bro, like... trying to give you food. Like, dogs will eat anything, you know what I'm saying? They'll just love you, like, if you give them any food. Cats are some fucking... They make you fight for their love, motherfucker. Like, what's bro even doing? He's in the bush right now. He's just genuinely, like, exploring. There he is. I wonder what it's like to be a cat. Have you guys ever thought about that? What it's like to live as somebody else or something else, or just be anything else? Like, even living as a tree. What would the conscious experience of being a tree be like? Would it involve consciousness? I mean, science seems to say that everything has consciousness. So, I guess trees are conscious. But if you were that conscious tree, you're obviously not receiving the input that we receive as humans. You're not observing the world in the way that we do. But you're still in flow with the way of life, and you're still a part of the bigger picture and the nature of all things. You're just as connected as that tree as you are connected as a human being. It's just a different way of experiencing. It's getting dark, so I'm gonna get this campfire started and get some weenies going. We got the fire going. Sweet little setup here. Over here we got the certified weenie station. Mustard, ketchup, dog, bun, stick, fire. All the essentials. Everything you need. But yeah, essentially I'm going to cook up these dogs and get to Pound Town. And then hopefully get some cool views of the stars and maybe a nice Milky Way time lapse or something like that. God damn, I burnt that to a crisp. I'm gonna have to try that again. Actually, my mama told me not to waste food, so let's give it a shot. It's actually still pretty good. I can't really taste any of the burnt. For all my non-mustard enjoyers out there, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, bro. Well, I'm happy with my little campfire. And the dogs are pretty tasty. But my camera is about to die, so I've got to go plug it in because I want to try to get a cool time-lapse of the stars tonight. Because this is supposed to be a really cool area for stargazing and stuff like that. I should be able to see like most of the Milky Way if it ends up being a clear night out, but we'll see. Alright, it is the morning, and per usual I've woken up late as hell. It is 2 minutes till checkout time, and I have not packed up. But super grateful for this place. It was a really nice stay. I think I'll definitely be back. I think next time I'll bring the girlfriend. We'll have a nice campfire out here. It'll be nice. Last night I tried to get that star time lapse, but I realized my camera is not good enough for that. The sensor just does not pick up the stars well. But the stars were just epic out there. You can see the entire Milky Way, just millions and millions of stars in the sky. All the constellations. It was pretty cool. Absolutely wonderful. I'll definitely be back. I also talked to Sandy, the host lady, on the way out, and she was telling me how she does like spiritual work and like past life work and trauma healing, stuff like that. So like she's very involved in the spiritual lens of healing, which is I think pretty interesting because although she claims she kind of like rejects the physical and scientific sort of psychological lens of looking at it, I think it's likely that it's probably both very interconnected. And maybe some people make that distinction, but I think mind and body, you know, your mind is part of your body. It's all interconnected. So I think belief and spirituality and just your perception on the world can alter your physical reality. And I've seen that happen in my life. It doesn't have to be God or Jesus or Buddhism or anything. It can, for me, I mean, it's literally just a belief in something bigger than myself, you know? Sort of like a interconnected feeling that I'm not alone. Because I think without the spiritual side of things, and if we just focus on the psychological, sort of physical nature of things, we lose an important component of our interconnected nature that really makes us whole beyond just our fractured selves, you know? There's so many examples of how much grander our effect and our energy goes beyond just our fractured vessel, you know? As this body, as this being, which I feel like the physical and psychological lens of things, it kind of contains the boundaries of what can be explored to just within this vessel. If we're only examining what's going on in here and not seeing how it all connects in a bigger way, which I think science is catching up to slowly, but that's why I'm glad there's people like Sandy who have been studying all this knowledge, even though maybe there's certain things we disagree on. And, you know, when I first got there, she said something about chemtrails, and I'm like, you know, kind of rolled my eyes, but so what, you know? Maybe she's right. What if it turns out the government is poisoning us with chemtrails? Like, who fucking knows? So, honestly, I'm excited. I think I'm definitely going to go back to Sandy's place. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely put a link in the description if anybody else wants to check her place out. And I'm definitely excited to go back. I think next time I'll bring the girlfriend, and maybe we'll come back another time with the whole family, because they even have a bigger property up the road with 2 full-size beds, so that could be pretty sick. But yeah, pretty solid trip. I think the goal was to reconnect and get a break, relax, reset, and I feel like we did that, you know? I was able to think about some things, record some cool-ass moments, finally get some good use out of this new camera. Overall, pretty successful. And now we're going to end the trip with a little detour road trip. I'm going the far eastern route of Arizona, down a little bit south, and then all the way west to Globe. And it should be a pretty drive. That's wild. But I've never really explored the eastern and northeastern parts of Arizona, so I'm excited to see it, because I think it's really the last area of Arizona I need to explore. There's obviously tons of things I haven't seen in Arizona. So much to explore. But when it comes to just like driving over, like around areas and seeing general geography and landscape, I think I've pretty much seen it all after this trip. Some final reflections on the vlog. I don't know how it's going to turn out yet, but I'm hopeful I'll have a final product, something that's at least viewable by friends and family. That's all I really care about, is being able to share this experience with the people I care about. And anybody else who happens to stumble upon the video, dope. If you somehow did stumble upon this video, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy my nature-esque vibe. And I hope to do more vlogs like this. I hope to get better, because I feel like the hard part with vlogging is trying to be as vulnerable as you can, trying to share as much about your personal and inner experience about whatever you're documenting to the camera. And I think that's something I can definitely get better at in the future. Definitely something I noticed I need to work on. But hey, it's my first vlog, so what are you gonna do, man? You gotta just try once and then keep trying and keep trying. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and I think overall I got some pretty dope ass shots, and I think the finished product will be pretty alright. But we're at the barbecue place now, so let's see how good it really is. Alright, we got the grub. Let's see how it looks. So we got the mac and cheese. Whew, that looks pretty stellar, not gonna lie. And then we got the friggin' sampler. How's this sampler looking? Yeah. Hey. Looky though, for 30 bucks might be a little too much. But nah, that's so far. That looks so good. Hold me back. Hold me back. Hold me back. So I've been driving on this backcountry road for about 20 miles now, and reached this cool lookout point. Pretty dope. But yeah, whips over there. Took a little piss. It was raining all the way on the way up here, but once we got to this location, it's just perfect. Stellar. Stellar's a good one. So we should bring back Stellar. Oh wow, look at the rainfall over there. That's just majestic. I love rain. I don't know, if you guys aren't from Arizona, then you might not understand, but I feel like it's full of life. It just like clears the air. Love it. Look at how heavy it's raining, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. It was just at that one point. But like the rest of the mountain, it's just so much rain. I found another scenic viewpoint, and this one is of the mine. This is actually a giant truck bed right here, and it's those trucks that you see passing by. This is how big the bed is. Absolute insanity. The engine, fucking tire. Let me give you some perspective. There's one right there. Damn, bro's flying. Imagine sitting in the back of one though.